Hey guys, it's Ozzy Grim with the Gamers Grim coming at you with a ship build here in the game of Starfield. It is a beautiful day here in New Atlantis, and we are going to go on a tour of my current home ship, the best ship, in my opinion, for exploring the galaxy. So we'll have a quick look at the Dutchess. If you're like me and you prefer to explore the galaxy, go out to the planets, gather resources, and do all of those things, this ship layout and ship design is for you. She's not much for dogfighting, and what she lacks in looks, she more than makes up for in creature comfort. She is, again, not the fastest ship, and probably not the best at dogfighting, but she can hold her own. She's got a lot of shielding and a lot of hull, so she can take a lot of damage. But this ship has essentially spoiled me on role playing as a bounty hunter or explorer. I can't help but get in and out of the cockpit and run down to the docking port and everything that comes with it. It makes it difficult to use the quick menus to jump from one place to the next. That's how much fun it is to spend time in this ship while you're scooting around the galaxy and making grav jumps. What makes this ship so special is you don't need to have any levels into shipbuilding in order to make her. All you really need is about 300,000 credits to buy the Stronghold ship from, I believe, the vendor either in New Atlantis or Aquila City. So you check those two places, you'll find a big honking monstrosity of a ship called the Stronghold. It does require that you have a Class C piloting license, but you don't need to have any points into the shipbuilding skill in order to make a variation of the Dutchess. You can, of course, put the big honking gas tanks that come with the set, and you will need to go and purchase the cockpit. But aside from changing out the habs and the cockpit, almost everything you need to get the Dutchess started comes with the Stronghold. So you don't need to have any points into shipbuilding to build a ship like this. So let's go on a quick tour of the outside here. As you can see, she's kind of a thicker gal, but that's what we like about her. And of course, she's got one hell of a dump truck on her back here, which gives her the ability to go pretty fast for her size, and she's able to do what she needs to do while she's out in space. But the real excitement starts on the inside with this ship design, because the layout is perfect for all of your exploring needs, because you'll come straight here into a Strauss Eklund 3x1 workshop, which will allow you to come in from your resource gathering and exploring and research and upgrade those weapons when you find those resources that you're looking for. And then we'll open this door here. You'll see a 3x1 Eklund Strauss engineering bay. It's really just a hallway, but it does get your crew count up. And directly across from that is an Eklund Strauss infirmary, where you have a pharmaceutical lab. And so we'll head down the hallway here to my favorite part of the ship, because the thing that's beautiful about the Dutchess is the Dutchess has no ladders. Not a single ladder in the ship. And then we'll come into this 2x1 or 3x1 Nova hab, which upstairs is all Nova. I like the Nova Core modules for living quarters and such. And we'll come over here in the port, or the starboard arm of the ship. Oh yeah, that's right, I adjusted some of the colors on the paint, so all of my guns are now no longer displayed and they're in the hole. but that's in the hold. We'll be fine with that. But this is the Nova Core. I don't think it's called the Nova Core. That is a Guardians of the Galaxy reference. But it is a Nova living quarters. It comes with a cooking station, so you can level your cooking. And I like the aesthetic of the Nova habs for the living habs because they look a lot like the Weyland-Yutani sort of look from the Alien and Alien series. Especially over here, we have the living quarters. The other one over there is the mess hall. And so these are the living quarters, which are just really nice. They look good, which will bring us over here to the port arm, which is a Nova computer core, which is just for decoration, but it does also increase your crew to 4. You can change out the mess hall on the other side of the ship for a battle stations, and it can push your crew count in this ship up to 8, I believe. But I don't have enough leadership for it to accommodate 8 people, so I only need the 4 for my build right now. So I can have 4 crew members. And again, the best part of the Dutchess is that she is a ladderless layout. You have access to everything that you need right off the get, and very few loading screens when you run in on her. It's why I've been kind of spoiled into RPing with her, because it feels so good to hop out of the pilot's chair and come through the quarters here and run down to the docking bay door and enter a star station and vice versa. Even though you can automatically go to the pilot seat, this ship really makes you want to just spend time in her. She's got a beautiful, beautiful layout and is a lot of fun to spend time in, and that's the best part about her. So what we'll do is I will switch over to the build mode, and I'll show you all the modules and how to lay this out. So be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back, and we are in the ship modifier menu. I have taken the Dutchess apart so that you can see all the different components that you're going to need to build the Dutchess. Again, most of these items will come with the Stronghold ship, which you can buy, and it will have all of your primary components such as engines, much of the cowling, much of the landing gear, and much of the habitats. Though I've replaced the original ones at this point, you will get some of the larger habitats with the Stronghold. So just remember, you don't have to really buy much more than the Stronghold. One of the things I changed out is I got a forward-facing docker for the port forward arm that I have. There will be a horizontal one that comes with the Stronghold, and you can just pop it on there as well, and it works just as well from that direction. I just was able to purchase this once I got to a certain level. I think it was probably level 30 or 40 that some of these more nifty items that I've purchased, like some of this cowling from Tayo Astro Engineering, became available. But that's mostly decorative. So at the very foundation of this, of course, is going to be your the centerpiece, which is really this Stroud Eklund Engineering Bay, and it's going to be right in the center. That's the centerpiece that you're going to set up. Of course, you've got your Stroud Eklund Infirmary 2x1 that goes directly to the left there, and the Stroud Workshop. It's going to go to on the left side, and the infirmary is going to go on the right. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take some of these containers. These Stormax 30 cargo holds are, in my opinion, some of the best cargo holds that you can get in the game. And the reason for that is they only have 44 mass for 210 cargo and 5 hull. So there are cargo holds that have way more storage, but they have double, triple, and quadruple the amount of mass. So in the end, you can get more cargo space out of this cargo hold by having 3 of them, then you can get out of some of the other cargo holds that have double and triple the weight, but only another 100 or 150 cargo space. And each one of these adds an additional 5 armor class to your hull. So the more of these you have, the higher strength your hull is. So that's why I use them. And your first 2 you're going to put down right here in the front to complete this really nice square look. And of course, these Stroud Eklund landing gears, they will come with the Stronghold as well. So you'll be able to put them on just like that. They go to there. And then, of course, this is a Stroud Eklund Pro Landing Bay. It will come with the Stronghold, so you don't need to buy that. It'll come with it. And you're going to put all of them like that. And then this last one, I believe there's an additional one that came with the Stronghold, and I deleted it because I didn't need it. So I put that right here in the back. And that is the main layer that you're going to do right there. And then, of course, you're going to have, I do believe what I did was this. No, I think that's wrong. I have to put the halves up here first. So we'll take this Nova Galactic all-in-one berth. It's going to go right above the Stroud Eklund 3x1 engineering bay. The living quarters will go over here and line up, I believe, just like that. They go in line with that. And then we're going to take the Nova Galactic mess hall and put it just like that. Yeah, that's how that works. And then we're going to put down our, this comes with the Stronghold, the SGD 3300 grav drive. And then we're going to put the flow reactor there. And then we can take this Nova Galactic C3X Cabot bridge and attach it just like that. And then we can pull our Nova Galactic Armory and attach it directly to the front of the mess hall. And we're going to take the computer core and attach it directly to the living quarters. So, and that's the basis for that. And then what you're going to start doing is you're going to start building up this cowling. You don't have to actually do this, but it's super helpful with putting down your storage, which can become problematic. So what we'll do is I think we go right down the middle with this cowling, just like that, so that we can add 2 of our storage containers, just like that. I may get I may have to play around with the way the cargo holds sit on the top, because they can be a bit temperamental as far as modules not being connected. They kind of have to be surrounded on all sides to a degree in order to work. And if I remember correctly, this is how I do it. Now, you can alternatively use now, how did I do that? See, that's what I mean. This is where I have to kind of fiddle, because I can't remember exactly, because this needs to be all the way up here. Yeah, that's right. That's the gas tanks. So this comes up, these come up here like that, and then we can start putting these Ulysses helium-3 tanks, the M40s, on the ship. The Stronghold does come with some gas tanks that you can plunk on the side just like this. They're a bit big, but that's the way that it goes. But you can eventually, when you do get some shipbuilding levels, put them in there. We're going to swap that around. I believe that's how you do it, because they like to fight. And then the engines, of course, are going to go one up here. One goes to here. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had to rebuild her, so I'm going to have to goof around a little bit to make it work. I see that's a little too low. There we go. That's the other one. That's what I got to do. I got to swap the grav drive out with the generator because the generator doesn't have connections that you can connect to as to where you can connect. There, see? There we go. That's how that works. All right. And then I bought this Teneo Engineering stuff. You can put whatever cowling you want in here. It is purely decorative at this point. You do need more landing gear, but you put those back. Nope, that's not where that goes. There we go. I had these up here like that because these need to connect there. Yeah, I have to fiddle a little bit down here because it does take a little bit of farting around to get it to work. Of course, put a window there on the starboard arm, and then we put our docker here. And of course, we've got our weapons array that needs to go on the outside. And of course, take our equipment plate, attach our weaponry that way. I'm gonna get these guns on here like I want. Yeah, these are all pretty simple. You should know how to do these by now, how to get this stuff. Oh, that's right. I am too far forward. That's what's missing. This goes over here. These are interesting because they're one of the few things that clips into something behind them. That's why I picked them. Because if you look, they actually clip into the thing behind them, which is kind of unusual. Not a lot of the items for cowlings that you can get clip into stuff. Just like that. And we'll take our radar and our shielding, we'll put it down here. And then all of these little tiny things, you can kind of arrange them however you want. Again, much like the storage crates here, the StorMax 30 cargo holds, the 200 cm ballast cargo holds are, again, another cargo hold that's just the best, is just your best, the best bang for your buck. I mean, not only do you get a huge amount of cargo space out of it, it adds a fairly extraordinary amount of hull density for you, as well as only 52 mass, and they only go onto a small thing. So, all right, we have to figure out which one of these is not attached properly. I don't remember how to do that. Let me see. Maybe it was this way. No, that can't be right. These are the things that'll fight with you. You have to figure out which one was not properly clipped to the module. It's very silly how it does it. These things have to have something on like multiple sides. It's a real pain in the butt. But what I'll do is I can't remember exactly how I had these laid out up here. What I'll do is I will just cancel the modification, and there it is. That's the layout that you're supposed to have to get this to work properly. It's a little bit weird with the cargo holds. They like to fight you and say that the modules aren't attached. It's a real pain in the butt. But once you get it figured out and get it in there like it's supposed to be with the grav drive and reactor in the right place, you can put your cargo all over the place. And as you can see, I have 1,028 hull, 1,600 shielding. 330 cargo space, 3,030 cargo space. And again, you can increase that by, you can remove this cowling here and put more of these cargo holds here and here. There's lots of space to add more cargo hold at the to sacrifice your mobility and top speed. I went for a more balanced approach. I wanted to have some speed and dogfighting capabilities, but you can give all that up and turn this big lady into a purely RP explorers and cargo hold ship. So that's how you build the Dutchess. You can purchase the Stronghold and everything, but I think one of these engines that you will need and some of the decorative pieces comes equipped on the Stronghold. So you don't need to spend a lot of time in your astro engineering in order to be able to build this ship. And it's a lot of fun. So thanks for coming along. And so we'll end the video with a montage of the lady just taking off and being beautiful. All right, guys, until next time.